Welcome back to Durnathi Gaming, and welcome to Final Fantasy VII. Possibly one of the most famous of the Final Fantasy games. I'm going to go in, play through it. Unlike most of my other playthroughs, though, this is a game I'm not going to be upset about talking over cutscenes. I'm not going to show you all the grinding as I attempt to level up. I'll show you most of the gameplay, but not the boring bits. I mean, you'll get almost a coherent playthrough, but there's no reason for you to see the repetitive stuff. Other than that, I happen to love this game. It was one of my favorites years ago. I love going in and getting a chance to replay it. Matter of fact, this is a great excuse for me to go in and play it again. I'd been looking for one. I love this cutscene the first few times at the beginning. It's a beautiful cutscene, but being forced to watch it again is tedious. Especially considering to audio test for this game, I had to go in and watch it again just the other day. But here we are, Final Fantasy VII. Title screen and everything. As many of you who are watching this video probably know, there is actually a Final Fantasy remake coming out at some point over the next few years. I don't particularly trust any time frame that Square Enix has given because they've delayed most of their other major projects recently, including other Final Fantasy games and Kingdom Hearts 3. Yep, here we are at the beginning where we cut to the really outdated graphics. I mean, they were great at the time, but the character models just have not aged well. Due to the way that they'd done the mapping, though, that actually does still look decent, but... And the first fight. Just some guards to hack and slash. Nothing really too interesting. Mashing the A button to get through the fight. And Cloud doing his little sword twirl. Grabbing another potion off of this guy, and moving on. Jesse and Biggs, your guaranteed sidekicks in any Final Fantasy game. I don't know for any of you watching this if you've played any of the others, or even this one for that matter, but they're one of the ongoing gags with the Final Fantasy series, which... series is kind of even a loose term for it. Yeah, I'm just gonna go default. If it'll let me for some reason. Oh. Duh, helps if I hit the right button. Am I here? Oh, I'm sorry, I should probably be giving you guys a few more seconds to read this text, if you care about it. But... yes, another name. Yes, we're gonna go with the default. That was just instructions. If you're trying to read it, it was just letting me know how to run. Something that I will be doing plenty of. Run. Yeah, interestingly enough, with the remake they're planning on doing for these games, it sounds like they're planning on going with... oh, I just thought of something. I have to check in the options. Damn it. Alright. I'm going to have to pause here. we're back. I'm sure you didn't even notice the switch there, but... Alright, something I need to check, which I'm actually gonna pause this again for. Okay, I just need to check real quick in the configurations to make sure I wasn't gonna end up with the audio problem that I did on the earlier Nuclear Throne videos, because it's a shame to record and be talking and have it so that no one can even hear me talking. First time in a reactor. Now, the whole Mako storyline in this game is interesting. It's just too bad that this game ends up so confusing by the end. I mean, it's a great game, it plays great, but if you try to get people to talk their way through the storyline, after the first few sections, it just kinda... it gets very confusing. Yep, I'm gonna go grab the chest in here real quick. Da-da-da-da! Phoenix down. Which hopefully I will not need for a long time. Get in the elevator. Press the button! Press the button, level up! Not quite. It's interesting, we've been going on about power crises for how long now? I mean, this video game's very much a reference of it throughout large chunks, and we still use ridiculous amounts of oil. But, hey, that's life. If anyone watching these videos is in a position to change it, go for it! But I don't expect that. Guard sentry robot things. I love the Final Fantasy games, and I love a lot of the enemies, but just like any other JRPG out there, most of them don't make sense. I love them, but they really don't. I mean, where are these little fire things attacking me? The little things they're bobbing up and down casting fire magic, for those who have never played this before. I mean, the little sentry turret thing makes sense for the most part. There's also some blue sentry robots I'll come across, and those make sense as guard machines. But the heck are the little bobby things that cast fire? No sense at all. Tutorial stuff. I'm gonna grab this potion now, because I don't want to deal with extra time-consuming things later. Though I probably should. Do-do-do-do-do. Down a ladder. I'm not gonna lie, I'm still working on figuring out some of the stuff I want to say while playing through this. The Final Fantasy, as a series, like I was saying earlier, it's kind of hard to call it a cohesive series. Very few of the games actually have anything to do with each other. But there's certain stuff that pops up in all of them, like Jessie and Biggs, like I mentioned earlier, and Chocobos, which are these yellow birds that you ride. Which isn't even the case in all of the games. I know in at least 13, Chocobo was this little bird thing that sat on one of the character's shoulders, but very few people really liked 13, at least compared to some of the classics like 7. Save the game! Yes, I also have a non-Let's Play one that I started playing through, but Okay, on to the next first boss fight. Grab some restore materia, which I kind of wish I could equip now. But I have to wait till I get back to town because tutorial nonsense. Now, this game's so old, I am not going to care about giving away any kinds of spoilers or anything. This is the first we see of Cloud having some weird memory flashes, where you actually find out that they're not even Cloud's memories in the first place. Cloud is actually a memory cop, has a full set of memories from a character called Zack, and that's one of the things that makes things kind of convoluted later, is you find out the main character isn't even really the main character. He goes off on this whole emo spree of who am I, which I think actually makes a lot of sense if you just found out that almost all of your memories aren't even your memories. It kind of makes sense to be a little confused and messed up on exactly what's going on with me. Gotta try not to trigger it, but this boss actually has a very interesting thing go on with it, where at one point he is going to get very annoyed with me, and he's going to arch his tail up like a scorpion ready to attack, and if I do any damage to him during that point, he's going to use a super attack against me, and here it comes. Tail's gonna go up. Nope, didn't. I'm surprised. That's where I would have expected that to happen. Gun him down. Cast some lightning magic. Him being a robot, takes more damage from electric. Here we go. Tail arches up. And I now actually have to wait for him to lower his tail before it's safe to attack him again. It was actually a really interesting use of the active time battle for when this came out. I mean, RPGs were just switching around to being a little more active in how you interacted with them, which these days you're actually down to video games, where Fallout 4 has almost done away completely with it's done away with turn-based. Now it's done away with most of the stats, which quite a few people have gotten quite upset over. As I mentioned in one of my Nuclear Throne videos, I don't think it's the worst thing ever. Keeping the feel of the play without letting it get bogged down in numbers is actually a positive thing. Games like World of Warcraft and other ones where it's all down to stats at this point and exact numbers and people calculating damage per second to figure out if they can take the boss down. I do not like that style of gameplay. It honestly gets down to the point where it's not even fun anymore. You either know if you can go in and beat a boss, or you know if you can't, and it's not even a matter of skill or fun, it's just running through the motions. But I feel like this guy has more HP than last time I fought him. I know that's just because I'm trying to talk at the same time and come up with worthwhile stuff to say, but it feels like it's taking... Oh, I'm forgetting to use the lightning spells. That's why. Magic, bolt. Come on, lower your tail so I can attack you and get this over with. Just about any hit now. He should be going down. And I actually think that'll be roughly a good time for me to be ending the episode. So, come on. I can polish you up. There we go. Death. First boss down. Hooray us. Hooray me. So, on this screen, since in a few seconds it's going to start countdown on a timer for a bomb. I'm going to say goodbye, happy gaming, and don't forget to have fun. See you next time.